Hi, Coach Victor here. Welcome to another video. Now I'm answering your question, how to glide in water as a beginner. Beginners are beginners basically, and sometimes it can be challenging when you are starting. Now bear in mind that whatever you are learning, you are just learning or picking it up on how to do it. Between the finished work, which is proper gliding, and learning it is something in between, and that something in between is process. If you can put yourself to process, you'll be able to catch it and do it well. Okay, so be in the middle, enjoy the process, and once you enjoy the process, you'll be able to swim and swim very well, or do this gliding very well. Okay, you have a lot of questions. I'm going to answer it. I'm going to teach you how to glide and how to do the set off very well. The level of the water is in my waist, so this should be considered as 3 feet possibly. So by 3 feet, because of my height as well, I'm going to do what to squat so that the water can be above my shoulders and to get me a good way to propel. Now before you're able to do that, there's something called density, and in density there's buoyancy, and it has to do with fat floating and muscle sinking. If the density is higher than water, floats. Lighter, sinks. So for me, I'm fully muscle, not fat. I have a little bit of muscle in my body. But for females, you have high leverage of fat concentrated in your body. So floating should be very easy for you. Now gliding basically actually means staying afloat on the surface. So once you do that, you have to be able to allow density to work with you and your body. So like I said, knowing your body type helps. If you are plus size or a little bigger, or you are a female, you have more advantage to floating than a male. But even though you are a male, you still have an advantage to float if you are able to do two things: be relaxed and flexible. Okay, I'm going to settle. Now, I said earlier, I'm going to squat down. So this level, and I'm going to show you how to set up well. I'm going to be in this position, and always be sure that your arms are straight. Reason being that there's weight in your elbows. If you are gliding and you bend your elbows, you tilt or you turn. And then again, your knees, weight in your knees. So be sure that anytime you are doing gliding, your legs are straight backwards and your arms are straight forward. And then your neck, there's weight in your neck. So you need to understand that when you are gliding and you look forward, you slant down. That is weight you are putting on yourself. And the best way is to look downward. Most pools that have the blue line, use the blue line to give you a focus. But if you don't have blue line and you see a white line, you can pick one white line in between to look down to help you, give you direction and focus. Yeah? So the right way to position your head for gliding is to put your chin on your chest if possible, and not like your chest fully, but here. So you see this? This is what you have to do in the water. And when you put your head in the water, this is what you have to do in the water. So you put your hand all the way backwards to lock your head like that. So when you do that, to help you to put your chin on your chest. Practice this. It's very, very important. Once you get this, you are good. And if you're able to lock your head as well, then it gives you room to be able to do this very well. So I'm going to do that in the water. Now when I do that, I'm going to put my head in the water, and you see how the water would want to bring my body up because of buoyancy. Okay? Alright. Now come close. So I'm going to practice the head position. Taking breath into my mouth and going. Okay? So like that. This is what happened to my body. It felt like the water was bringing my body up. So you too, allow the water to feel like that, or allow yourself to feel like that. Allow yourself to let the water carry you up. Once you understand that, you are good to go. Okay? So now I'm going to do the leg position. So I'm going to raise my legs to the wall and then push. Okay? See how easy it gets. Like this. You see that? I'm going to do that again. Now bear in mind, when your legs come up, be sure your legs come up knee length up. If your legs is down, please show them. If your legs is down, so I'm gonna do that and I use it to push. And then when I'm done, I'll push 4 times. Okay? Alright, I'm going. So you see my head position, my leg position, my arm position, all straight. Have it again. That's it to gliding. Simple as ABCD. Now try it at any pool, wherever you are, and then share your comment with me. Now, holding your breath whilst gliding is simply holding your breath whilst gliding. So you can take in breath, hold it, and glide through. So the moment your fingers touch the wall, then you exhale from your nose in the water, then you come out. Or, if you are still holding your breath in the water, depending on the length of the pool, which is the width, where you are gliding at, then you can actually exhale from your nose in the water whilst you are going. Okay, now the best way to help when you are doing gliding is actually to open your eyes in the water because you are wearing goggles. All right, so let me do that. I'm going to do holding my breath and exhaling in the water. I held my breath throughout, I exhaled here. I'm going to hold my breath throughout and exhale there. Alright, thanks for watching. If you like the video, follow, share, like, and comment. Like I would always say, if you are practicing this, get a coach to help you to practice and get it well. The last thing, anytime you are doing gliding and you push on the wall, be sure your legs are very straight and wide, close, heel to heel, arm on your hand, and you are good with gliding. Alright.